more. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor in the trenches like a war. If they want to give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
From the 29, Hurts. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. .21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They run for it with Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
The Eagles had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Josh Allen accumulated 7.5 sacks last season to lead Jacksonville and their rebuilding defense. Not quite the Pro Bowl season he had as a rookie, but they expect him to continue to blossom and is a future All-Pro.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Here's Jackson to return. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A great return there of 22 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd and inches, Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Lawrence to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 29. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dante Hightower in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
ETN up the middle. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On the sneak, it's Hurts, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
But that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
Cougar 19. 7 Pirates.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Ready, break. We got 4. Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Eluding the pressure. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dwayne Smoot. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Now Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Straight ahead, Etienne. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 59 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 tight.
He'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 4 down. Tighten up.
They run right side with Hunt, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. And the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Trayvon Walker coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp,
be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. This is Hunt on the draw play. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on third down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter. Up really big. That passing incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Lawrence on first down. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's a give to ETN. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's caught by Jackson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Know your job.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll try to run with Hunt. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone.